Hey, my squad. Welcome. Let's check to make sure the notification went out and the sound is working. And then I'll get into what we're doing today. Let's see here. Notification has gone out. It gives me the option to do vertical live stream now. Okay. No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. And the sound's working. Okay. So that's done. Put that up there. So today I'm working on my octopus in a bath, bubble bath. This is for hashtag get your weird on 2024 with DP addiction, DP addiction. J Rob, sorry, I confuse her channel every time I try to say it. And Crash for Crashly. Get your weird on. You ain't got much getting to get. What's more weird than a octopus taking a bubble bath with a little rubber ducky, and he's got I think a sailboat or something in this hand, or a tentacle, and he's got a scrub brush in that tentacle, and so now I've actually used 973 2.8 millimeter pearls for the rubber duck. And for the eyes on the octopus, I just thought that would give it a little pop. So, hope everybody is having a good day. Let's see what else I got going on. I'm also doing the Who's Who event. I'm doing. Still working on my Ticket to Ride. This is the little think we're in the final stretch. I believe is what Michelle said last night. On Ticket to Ride. Let's see. I'm also doing all petals with Time and Grandma. I'm doing spring things. Yeah. Spring bling and Easter things. Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry if I screwed that up. That's with Diamond Painted Fanatics. Spring things and Easter things, I believe is what that is called. So that's what I've got going on it now. I don't have everything written down in front of me, so that's why I'm having trouble remembering. But I'm also working on some time lapse diamond painting videos. I have 2 of them filmed already. I got those done last night. I haven't edited them yet. I'm going to be working on some more coloring time lapse. I have those. I have a couple of those filmed. I just haven't edited yet either. I still have to film some more of those. Sorry if you see me looking 2 different directions, guys, because the way I have everything set up now, it's a little bit different than before. So my StreamYards and desktop where I have my camera set up for StreamYards. I have my overhead and I have my main camera. So that's now on my right, and my YouTube window is now on my left. So I'm still, you'll probably see me look a lot more to the left window, um, until I have to figure a better setup. I just haven't figured it out yet. But so yeah. So that's what I've got going on right now. I'm not sure how long I'll stay live today. Um, it just all depends. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I will answer to the best of my ability. And if I cannot figure out the answer, I will direct you to someone who does know the answer. Um, I mean, I've been diamond painting for 3 years, but I still don't have the answers to everything. Um, I'm still learning new things every day of diamond painting. Um, New ways that, of how to do certain things that, one person does it one way, and if that doesn't work for you, you can tweak that and, make it work for yourself. Like normally I have my laptop desk, but for some reason, I don't know if it's that laptop desk or if it's my regular desk or if it's my light pad, but I am having issues with static beyond I don't know what. And it's baffling me and mom. We ain't figured it out yet. We have not figured it out yet. I mean, I've tried doing things different ways, and I still have the issue a little bit. And it only happens when I go to put my drills back in the container, and they want to act like little Mexican jumping beans. They wind up acting like little Mexican jumping beans. It's crazy. Um, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I need to spray some rubbing alcohol down on my desk first, or on the surfaces I'm using. Um, I've wiped them down with a dryer sheet. I've done. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. All I know is I know it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Um, and I was thinking it was just this light pad, so I tried my other light pad. I have this is an A3. I also have an A4. I love this A4 too. I love this one. Um, This one, let's see. I think this USB works. This one you touch and you can dim and and then if you just do that, it cuts itself off. But yeah, I actually like this one. This one is good for my 30 by 30s. I love using this one, and it's got the little feet on it as well. Um, so I use this one for my 30 by 30s, and then the um, A3 I use for um, my 30 by 40s and a little bit and bigger from now. I actually do want to get an A2 for when I'm working bigger canvases. Um, I think an A1 is just going to be outrageously. Yeah, I wouldn't really have the room for an A1. Um, I do have room for an A2, so eventually I'd like to get an A2 as well. Um, that way I can alternate for the different size canvases that I'm working on. Um, it's just easier when you work with the right tools for the right job, as they say. Um, but I mean, I started out with an A4 light pad. That's all I had was an A4. Um, you know, and see, there we go. I got static, and it has to be this light pad. It's got to be. It's got to be this light pad holding static because yeah, that's just crazy. My drills didn't want to slide at all. Um, but electronics can hold static. That's one thing I do know. Yeah, so even your pins, diamond painting pins, and your tips. You use certain tips to multi-place your tips. We use hey Cindy. Um, we use certain things, certain tools for certain jobs. But for some reason, I just don't understand why I'm having so much issue with static. And I notice it's only when I really use this light pad right here. Because I was using the other light pad last night, and I didn't have any problems with static. So I'm wondering if I need to make little feet for the bottom of this one. I wonder if that's what it is. I'm wondering if that makes the difference. But the problem is this is a thinner light pad than my other one. My other one is thicker. I don't know. switch light pads. Maybe if I switch light pads, that might be the problem. Let me see that. Because now these are not going to go in here, right? They're going to have static. And they're going to play Mexican jumping beans. Because I know it's not my tray. Because I always wipe down my trays before I start. And see how they're all jumpied up around the edge now. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why do I always have to have the technical issues? Why? I swear. Alright, so let's switch light pads. I'm wondering if that's the issue. Switch light pads. So I could figure something out. I have a feeling that's the issue. We get him in frame. Now where did I put my I mean, I rubbed the whole thing with the dryer sheet. I mean, I rubbed the whole tray. Inside, outside, everywhere. All right, let's see if this is any better. Okay. Let's see what letter. We'll go with K next. What is K? K is number 17. I may have to get me some static guard spray. But the only thing is, I haven't seen it in our local store, so I may have to order that online. But I do have rubbing alcohol too, so um, I can. That'll help with some static too, I've heard. Not 100% sure on that because I never actually used it for that. I got the rubbing alcohol for my if I need to revive my alcohol markers. So, and I've only had to do that to two markers. I believe it was. I've only had two markers I've actually had to do that method on. Um, Out of God, I think it's 200 and I think I got like 200 markers, counting both sets. I believe it's like 200 and something. Yeah, because the one is 68 marker or 86 markers, and the other one is 160 something. So, and that's counting the two colorless blenders as well. Let's see. So I'll probably be live to around 4, maybe 4 something today, because I know Color and Chat with Joanna is live at 5, and I like to support Joanna. So I make sure that I'm there for her lives. I try to support a lot of people, um, and it's sometimes my chunky monkey behind just wakes up late for people. So a lot of times I'm catching hashtag replays, and I'm guilty of not commenting. That's something I want to get better with is commenting. Um, but I think it's some way we're all guilty of some of that at some point. I actually was going to do the one that Tia from Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction was doing, the one that Berta gave her of the frog on the toilet, or I was going to do the cow, the Highland cow on the toilet. But I seen the octopus and I'm like, yeah, nope, that's my guy. I'm like, that's my guy. He's my victim this year. Um, I just seen him and I thought he was just freaking hilarious. I mean, who has ever seen an octopus taking a bubble bath? Um, but there's so many crazy paintings out there, though. Or paintings that speak weird to us. This might not seem weird to some people, but to me, it is. I think it's funny and it's weird. You know, but like J. Rob and them were saying, weird could also mean it's something out of your comfort zone. Like you know, a landscape. You might not be a landscape person. Or a portrait, or um, you know, a certain artist. Style, or you know, has a lot of color blocking, and you're more of a confetti person, or has a lot of confetti and you're more a color blocking person. So there's different ways to interpret weird. There's weird in the haha funny way, and then there's weird, it's just out of your comfort zone weird, you know. So and for me there's the only there's nothing weird out of my comfort zone with diamond painting pretty much anymore. For me, the weirdness is more the genre of a diamond painting. Um, Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in. How are you? That's good, Jennifer. Sorry, I was just zoned out a minute, making sure I got all the keys. That's the other thing. When I'm doing a section, I will scan that section and look to make sure I've gotten everything. But there will be one that you've missed. This month I am due. Well, Ticket to Ride ends this weekend. We'll do our final post this weekend. So who's who? All pedals. Get your weird on. Big Bill's Wild Adventure. That's with Becky's Diamond Blingers. Um, but I'm working the same canvas for Who's Who and Big Bill's Wild Adventure. Um, all pedals, Who's Who, spring things and Easter things. Um, Who's Who, Ticket to Ride, Cindy, Diamond Grandma. 6 different events. Yeah, 6 different events, but 5 canvases. because one canvas I'm using for 2 different events. So. But see, that's another thing I try to do is I try to when I plan the events I'm going to do, I look at events that I want to do, and I try to plan that I works with. I have let's see. I've got that much left on my ticket to ride. So I knew I wouldn't have him done by the end of the month. I've still got 4, 5, 6. I got like 7 sections left on him. But I have him done. And this is a running joke with me right now. I promise this one ain't gonna take me 5 months to get finished. And those that know what I mean by that. Let's just say it took me 5 months to get my Break the Silence canvas done. By the time Break the Silence was over with, I had 2 sections left to do on it. And I'm like, no, I was at the point I was so burnt out with that canvas. And it had nothing to do with the event. It was me. It was me. I mentally pushed myself on it that I burnt my own brain out. So, yeah. Yeah. Did you do the movie scramble that she just put up, Jennifer? Me growing up in the 80s, that was a breeze for me. The only thing that I'm not sure if I got right was her bonus question. But the movies were a breeze for me. But that's because I'm an 80s. I was born in 78, so I pretty much was raised up on the movies in the 80s. And most of the movies were a lot of my favorites growing up. So, and one of them was like one of my all-time favorites, and still is to this day. But yeah, it could be a little tricky. Why am I still getting static? It could be a little tricky, but if you we've got till Sunday to turn it in. But she said if you need a little bit extra, an extra day or whatever, just message her and let her know. But I think I had trouble with 2 of them, and I had to sit there and really think about it. But it was 2 movies I didn't really watch them when I was growing up. So I think it's the only reason I didn't get them right away. Static is not my friend today for some reason. But yeah. So this is my second year doing Ticket to Ride. Last year for Destination Literature, I did a beautiful painting my mom got me for Christmas / my birthday. It was 5 silhouettes of John Wayne from 5 of his different movies. And I tied it to the book. Oh, you're doing a Lizzie Falcon? Oh, okay. I tied it to the last year. I tied it to the book of McClintock, which was one of John Wayne's movies that I didn't even know a book had been made of. And then I tied my destination to the Sanibel Ranch, out in Arizona, I believe it was, where the movie was filmed. So this year, for Destination Cinema, I was doing A King's Path from DAC, and I tied it to The Lion King, and then I tied that to Hell's Gate in Kenya. So I love Ticket to Ride. And I wrote a whole itinerary, not really an itinerary. I did an itinerary for Destination Literature. Now for this one, I actually did like a journal, like I was entering into a journal. So it was like I was writing in a journal about my trip, But yeah, so but when I go to pick my canvases for an event, I look at the list of events that are going on that I want to do, and I sit down and I figure what canvases can I tie with more than one event. So like for January, when Ticket to Ride started, I was, my canvas was for Ticket to Ride. Also, Miss Wanda from Wanda's Workbasket was doing New Beginnings. And that was my very first DAC I've ever done. So that was the new beginning for me. Plus, it was also blinging in the new year, which I've replaced every single one of the ABs that they had for the stars with glow in the dark ABs. For Who's Who, I'm doing this one. This is my one for Who's Who. And I'm actually putting, what is it? 973 pearls in their eyes. So I've actually changed the eyes and put pearls in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 owls. Yeah, I got it in a mystery box that I was sent from a viewer from Amazon, and box of mystery canvases. That's where a lot of my canvases have come from. Either mystery viewers have sent them to me in mystery boxes and stuff, or I've won them from events. Mom's bought me a couple. Now, Mom did help with the shipping on 2 canvases that I won from that I won and got from Dreamers Design. It was only because, my gift card I won only covered the paintings. It didn't cover the shipping. So, but, yeah. And then for Diamond Grandma's All Petals, I'm doing this one. It's a cactus flower. So this is what I got done on that one so far. And this, I have another cactus flower, but it's a little different than this one. Once I get this one done, I may pull the second one out and do that as well, because my mom actually likes the cactus flowers. And then for Diamond Painting Fanatics, spring things, and spring bling and Easter things, I believe is what it's called. I'm doing this cross. It says, with God, all things are possible. And it has a butterfly on it. So, but that's what I'm working on now. I did have this one pulled out. I was going to do Mermaids of Magic, but I told myself I wasn't going to work no more than 5 canvases. So this one I get done at some point. But I had to cut the limit somewhere. And Mermaids of Magic got cut. So. But also you have to post to not only Facebook, but to Instagram with Mermaids of Magic. And I'm not an Instagram person. So let's see. Oh, I should have known 28 was 38.65. But yeah. But that, I mean, that's how I do my, I look at it and I try to tie them into more than one canvas. Try to tie more than one event into a canvas, if possible. Because my Phoenix Fantasy canvas I'll be doing for that event will also be, I'd be the same canvas I'll do for Diamond Painting Fanatics event that she's doing around that time for mental health awareness. And then of course, Break the Silence, Kokisha's domestic violence event in October. I'll probably try to tie my canvas for that to more than one event as well. Which I need to send her. I need to send a picture of that to Kokisha. I just want to double check to make sure that canvas is okay for the event. Because if not, I need to be ordering I still may order that canvas at the end of the month if I have the money. I want to order from Debbie Day at the end of the month if I got it. I still need to order from Tima at the end of the month. I need to use my gift card that I won from Retro Classic. Oh, I did Sesame Street and Friends for Retro Classic. Actually, I thought I still had the box. Ooh. Wait a minute, I still got the first one. Yeah, here it is. This is the one I did for Retro Classic. And yeah, I am a huge Big Bird fan. So, but the only thing I did this for Retro Classic, I did it for Familiar in Feb. I did it for hashtag Heart Love is in the Air with Tia and Lizzie. Um, I did it for Palentine. So this had a lot of events tied to it. The only thing I wish, don't get me wrong, I like Abby Cadabby. She's cute. But instead of Abby Cadabby, I wish they had to put Snuffy and they had to put Slimy in the picture. And it would have been so much more retro. You know, so. But yeah. Yeah, they could have put more of the retro characters in it, I think. Now I gotta figure out which one I'm doing for Rude, Nude, and Crude though. Because I try to plan my canvases out in advance. Um, you know. But I'm at the point now. I used to just I don't used to do like I mean tons of events. I was doing so many events that I don't even know how I was keeping it straight. But now I've come to the point I'm only doing the events that speak to me. Well, because of the calls, like the domestic violence events, the mental health awareness events, they speak out to me because of certain calls. Um, Not fully getting into all that, but um, and then of course I love the Witch Goddess event, and that's not just because I won the grand prize this year. It's I love that event. I love my witches and my skulls and my mythical creatures and type thing. I'm into that type of. I always have been. I always have loved those things. So that's why I also like Phoenix Fantasy. I love the fantasy type stuff. Um, and of course I love doing Diamond Grandma's events. Her events. Her events are just so fun. Um, and of course, my sis Snuggie from Snuggie's Crafting Corner. I love her doing her event as well. I just ain't sure what I'm doing for her event this year. She does one called For the Love of All Things. And this year, me and her, or this past event, me and her both did the same canvas, except she done the larger version, I done the smaller version. We did the art dot butterflies, and that came out so gorgeous. I I loved how that came out. Um, but I could shop my own stash for that event. Um, Diamond Grandma's event, I have a canvas for every single event that I'm doing for this whole year. Um, and that's just with shopping out of my stash. The only canvas that I had to still get was for Break the Silence. And I believe I have a canvas for that now. But I'm still going to run it by Kokisha first, um, just to make sure, and if not, I have another canvas. I do have another canvas in mind that I can get real easily. Because I need to actually put the canvas in my book. Um, make sure I get a picture and send it to Keisha first. But yeah, so. And I'm pretty sure I have a Sanderson sister canvas that I can do for rude, nude, and crude. Because who is more rude and crude than the Sanderson sisters? I love my Hocus Pocus. That's why I have uh, this tumbler. It's book from Hocus Pocus. My mom got me. It was the only one the lady that makes them had, and so mom got it for me. She got her a beautiful eagle that looks like it's made of flowers. It's really, really pretty. But yeah, so um, I know this is only March, and we're not even, but what, 7 days into March. But yeah, I will actually sit down here in the next few days and plan out my canvases for April. Um, I do know that um, Kokisha and them are doing Snack Attack, and that is in honor of Miss Amy. She lost her battle with cancer, and she loves Snack Attack. Which that's going to help me get rid of a lot of 30 by 30 canvases. I have I have a ton of 30 by 30 canvases. But I also use my 30 by 30s for my time lapse diamond painting videos. So it's nothing for me to sit down and do 4 time lapse videos for a 30 by 30 canvas. Um, Matter of fact, I actually sat here last night and filmed 2 videos in less than 4 hours. Um, so I'm not sure what I'll do next year for Retro Cult Classic. Um, I don't know. I have to see what'll be out there. That comes out. I want to get the Flintstone canvas. I want to get that one. Um, with Barney and Betty and the kids and all. Um, because I was a Flintstone kid too. I was the original Looney Tune characters. Um, I was born in '78, but I grew up in the '80s and the '90s. So, but even though that I grew up in the '80s and the '90s, I still wasn't I love the older classic shows. I guess it's because it's just what I was raised up on. Um, I was raised up on the old classics. I'm like a huge John Wayne fan. Oh my God, I've seen. Okay, Jennifer, have a good day. Um, I've seen every John Wayne movie there's been made. Um, a lot of the John Wayne movies I can quote them word for word. Um, you know, so but when you grow up on that, the old classics and stuff, they just have a place in your heart. And then of course I'm a huge country music fan, and when don't get me wrong, I like country music of today. I like a lot of the newer artists, like that are around. But I grew up on old school country. I'm talking your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, 70s, eight. On. Um, so I grew up on the old school country music. Um, Roy Acuff and Minnie Pearl and Rhett Akins, who is Thomas Rhett's father. Little tidbit of information there. A lot of people don't know that. And I know the girl from Lady Antebellum. Um, Her mother was a famous singer as well. I grew up with Tanya Tucker and George Strait and George Jones and Waylon Jennings and Hank Williams and Hank Williams Jr. and Senior. Um, you know, um, Merle Haggard, who I actually got to see live in concert 6 months to the day he died. 6 months after that concert, he actually passed away. Um, and I was third row center stage for that concert. So, um, and I love his song Silver Wings, and he performed that song that night. So that's it's a little history about me. Um, you know, and I get told, "Oh, you're too young to know that kind of music." I'm like, how am I too young to know what I was raised up on? I mean, come on now. I mean, my dad actually had an 8-track tape player, so I was raised up with that and records, and we had a record player um, as well. You know, I grew up in the era where those of us that had a Teddy Ruxpin used Teddy Ruxpin for other things. We used him to play as a tape player, and not to play the Teddy Ruxpin tapes. It was crazy to hear songs coming out of Teddy Ruxpin. Um, or you used him to record as well. And you'd set up your radio and set up to record close to it. That was how we got you know the newest and latest songs. Um, if we wanted the top songs out there, we had to record them onto a you know. And kids of today don't understand the meme that's out there. It's a cassette tape and a pencil. Okay, if you're old enough to know, you know. That was how we rewound our cassette tapes. You know, That was our way of rewinding a cassette tape. Especially if the tape player decided, oh, I'm going to pull the tape out of the tape player. And you had to be careful with that when it would pull it out, to make sure it wasn't ripped. And if it did rip, you fixed it with a little piece of scotch tape, and then that little section would skip. But, kids of today don't know that stuff. All they know is the digital world. They don't realize what a CD was, or they don't realize what a VCR was, or a cassette player. They don't know any of that. All they know is they can access anything and everything they want from that little gadget in their hand. They don't realize we had to get up to change the channel if we wanted a different channel. And we were lucky if you got 3 channels. And if you had an outside antenna and could pick up other channels, you prayed for a foggy day or a nasty weather day, because then you were picking up channels from all over the place. But that's one thing I can say about my sister's 3 kids, though. They got their screen time. They could play on, we had like old phones that had games on it that could access the internet they could play on, or, they got computer time or TV time or game time. But they also could just drop their devices and go out and play. And have a good old time. And they know the value of hard work. Help. But you can't say that for some of the generations of today, though. I swear he is coming out stinking cute. He is coming out so cute. Let's see. I think number 4 is the eye. Yep, it's 3 times. That's what I was talking. But yeah, so, and it's sad because you can tell the kids that their parents actually give a care about their education, and the ones that are just sat down in front of a TV or whatever, or handed a screen, because they really don't know how to do anything. And it's sad. It really is. Like I say, my sister's 3 kids. They've always known, and they've known from a young age what they've actually wanted to be in life, and all 3 of them are shooting for those goals. My niece had 2 of hers already locked in place before she even walked across stage to graduate. A lot of kids, you can't even say that. They don't even have an inkling of what they want to do when they get out of school. Oh yeah, those pearls really make the eye pop. because they stand out against the black. And that's really going to make, they really made that pop. We got to put one more pearl right there. Missed a pearl. There we go. Yeah, he's really coming out so cute. Can't wait till I get the rest of his face done because he's got this cute little mouth. And I was thinking about putting black ABs in here, but I like no, that's gonna give that oil slick look. And I really think that would take away, from the look of him. So that's why I decided to just do the pearls in the eyes. I thought that stood out a little bit more. What is letter J, number 16? 4. 4 J's on the whole thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. There are only 13 J's on this whole painting, and they gave, heck of a lot of this color, which is, of course, 666. Actually, don't I have this in AB? Actually, I think I have this in AB. Yep, I do. I'm going to actually use the AB instead of in the little ducky's beak. I'm going to use the AB over the, just to make it pop out a little bit. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'll use that. I don't want to use the orange. We'll use the red one. There we go. Yeah, I actually like that a little bit better. Yeah. I like the red and the ducky. The 8 red ABs in the ducky's beak. See, that's the other thing too. We can change anything we want in a painting, and we could do it on the fly if we really want. So, all right, what's letter L? 18. Oh, 18. Oh, that's a pretty 775. That's its number. It's a pretty like pretty pale blue, like a real baby blue, real light baby blue. But yeah, so like I say, you can always change things in the painting, and if you don't like it, just um pluck it off and redo it. I'm gonna change paints for a while. I'll do that. I'll go back and forth between different paints. Since this one's got my angled one of my angled placers, single placers. But yeah, so if you don't like how it looks, you can always pluck it off and do it as charted or try something different. Um, you know, that's the thing. You can make a canvas your own. Um, you have the freedom to change it once you bought the canvas. Once you buy that canvas, you own this canvas. You can change whatever you want on this canvas. You know, you have the creative license to do that. So, like, if I totally didn't want to use this color, I could have totally replaced this with a whole nother color. You know, um, but I actually like this color. Like, my favorite DMC is 550. I love that purple. And like say there had been 550 in here, um, in him somewhere. I probably would have, depending on the area, I probably would have replaced it with 550 AB. A more shimmery, glittery type, or used glitter drills or glow drills or um, something like that, which I do have a lot of those type of drills. Um, but I sit down and I look at the canvas and I'm like, I look at it. I look at why my eye goes to a certain area, and then that's where I'm like, okay, my eye's going to this area, so What can I bling out in that area? And then I go from there, looking at the canvas at different areas that, you know. But I sit down with the canvas in front of me, and I have access to all my bling. I have bling in front of me. I have bling off to the sides of me. I have bling. Um, and I'll have more bling once um, I just got to cover the shipping at the end of the month. Um, when I use my gift card that I won from Retro Cult Classic at Tima's store, it will be spent on more bling or used towards more bling. I have an idea of what I want, and it's going to be epic. I just am going to have more storage eventually for that one. But I think I'll be able to order that as well at the end of the month. Because what I want to get from Tima, $25 of it will come out for the gift card. So I won't actually be paying the full price because I'll have a gift card as well. So plus, um, Tima has a discount code that we can use, so that will get me, I think it's 10% off. So I can't wait. I need to order my storage. I have some storage. I need to order more. Um, which I was going to get storage last month, but I got something different instead. Um, so, and one of those I know has been shipped. I got to check. I don't know if it's in the U.S. yet. It's coming from the UK, but I did get my confirmation it was leaving the UK. So I need to actually and I do have a possibility. I'm in the talks with someone on the StreamYard's collabs. Um, I actually need to get back up with them. Um, this, I have to email them later. Um, to see exactly what type of collab they want to do. Um, do we want to just um, do a collab about our favorite things or, our favorite tools or whatever? Or are we going to do a collab on you know, how are we going to do that? I don't know. Um, I have a lot going on right now. I haven't had a chance to reach back out to them. Um, but I did see that they had messaged me back. So I will reach out to them later on that. So that's interesting. Um, it's not a done deal yet. Um, Still need to work out logistics on that one. I don't know if they will like be a guest on my live stream or I will be a guest on theirs or how we're going to work with that. Or if they would just want to collab and do a video together or an interview together with each other. I'm not sure. But it will be centered around diamond painting. Wow, it's hard to believe it is going on 3:30 already. Means I've been live for over an hour. Um, yeah, I know I cut my live short uh, on Tuesday, but I wasn't actually feeling 100%, but I still wanted to put a video, a live stream out there as well. Um, Kind of also hoping that maybe if I do this collab, that it will bring some more growth to the channel. Um, where did that go? I know I just dropped one on this canvas. I thought maybe it fell in the tray. Um, I'm hoping maybe to bring some more attention to my channel. My channel will grow more as well. Um, There used to be a time, guys, I'm not lying. I used to have at least 20 people in my chat. But at that time, I was doing, the redneck word of the day video, and um, I was product testing, and I was doing some crafting at that point too. But my channel was really all over the place. Um, and then I got sidetracked. I got derailed. I'm not going to say why, but um, it was because of someone. Um, Not someone here on YouTube, someone in my real life at that time. And so I wasn't as consistent. I was filming videos and, because I could pre-film a lot of those in advance. And, but my live streams went to the wayside. And I could see where, it hurt my channel. But like I said, I took my channel in a whole new direction, you know, and I know I lost people, and I really don't care. I mean, if they don't like the way I took my channel, oh well. And then there was something that's recently happened. I know I lost a few people for, but hey, if you left my channel because of said drama, then you really weren't a supporter, you know. So, but yeah, so I'm going to talk with this person and work out the details, and we'll go from there and see how things go. Um, Hold on, man, guys. I need to fix that. I actually need to get either a better computer chair or um, a cushion for my chair. Give me 1 second, guys. I have a message I need to check. It's just a update on um, a shop and earn reward for our local grocery store. But yeah, so um, that's where I stand with my channel. Um, I'm trying to get my channel back up. Um, but it takes time. It does. When you have a hit like that, it takes time. And the R, which is number 22. It does. It really does. But it'll come back in time. Um, I still need to get my ID straight. That's bugging me. But ain't nothing I can do about that right now. I actually need to call about that. I may call about that tomorrow. Because my mom gets paid at the end of the month, beginning of next month. Get my sister to take us. We're almost at the hour and a half mark. Okay. Let it go a few more minutes, and then I might go ahead and jump out for the day. I don't know. I may finish this section before I get off the line for the day. I got a lot more to do on this. He's coming out so cute. So that's what he's looking like right now, y'all. He's so cute. He's so cute. You put that on manual, right? No. Bottom one saute. Manual's on the next. And make sure your it's turned right. Yes. Manual's pressure. It's not hard to do either. Saute is just that. It's, you're sauteing or boiling with that one. But manual is pressure. Or you can always use one of the little buttons on the side for whatever too. And that's their pressure. Still I figure out how to bake a cake in that thing. We don't get that one. Our Instapot says you can bake a cake in it. So. Sounds good. Chicken, turkey, whichever one it is. I can't remember. All I know. Yeah, all I know is I'll do one better. When the meat gets done. I know it's poultry. Yeah, I know it's poultry. When the meat gets done, then I can make the gravy, clean the pot. I'm thinking it's turkey because Genio does the. No. I'm saying Genio does turkey and gravy ones. They it was only a couple of little crumbs and I had to squish it up, press it the bottom, squish it, stir it up. Then I put the meat in, I put it on. I don't think. I think the other ones we get are a different brand name. All I got is when that gets done and I make the gravy, clean the pot, put it back in, put the corn in, let that heat up and cook, Yeah. And I can make the gravy, Truthfully, if you have enough broth, you can use some of that to make the potatoes. True. But I think the other ones we get the pork and all. I think they have a different name. I don't think they have Genio on them. I think Genio is only the turkey. All I know is I know it's good. They were both out there when you left earlier. God knows where our little honey part. Those cats are little sneaky bougie things. We have 2 indoor cats and 2 outdoor cats, and they are both sets or trips. They are trips. This may go a little ASMR now, y'all guys, because ain't many people here, so feel free to ask any questions if you have any questions. or just sit back and work. You know, a lot of times it's what we do. I'm just trying to finish out this section before I log off today. Um, or I'll be logging out around 4:30. Um, whatever happens first. So, this is coming out cute. I know my back is actually starting to hurt, so depending on how bad that starts feeling is how long I'll actually sit here. But I ain't got that many more colors to do in this section, so truthfully, I can probably power through it. Probably actually gonna try to power through that. Alright, so we'll go with number 3. Just don't need all of those, I just need a few of those. It should be enough. Let's go do the number 1s next. Since we're right here. Guys, I don't know what she's talking about, y'all. I'm really not paying attention. I need to put some more putty and small in. Okay. This is actually Cherry Delicious from Pure Bliss Wax Company. I actually have, I believe it's 4 or 5 waxes and putty coming from one with a diamond painting. I actually won a gift certificate to them from Familiar and Feb. So I used it to get me some waxes or putties. Um, I kind of have an obsession, y'all, between washi tape and putties and drills, you know, and canvases. But at least my obsession cannot get me arrested. Color and Chat with Joanna said that one. When I said I might have a little addiction. Um, she said, at least your addiction can't get you arrested. I guess it could if someone tried to steal my mustache. Because I'm going to go ape shit crazy on their ass. They try to steal my stash. It'd be on like Donkey Kong. They'll find out what a true Eastern Shore, Maryland redneck is. uh, and of course, I see that letter L I missed, which was number 18, which I don't know if anybody else is like this. When you see one you've missed, you actually have to stop what you're working on, go find that color, put that color in, and then go back to the color you're working on. I don't know if that's just my OCD and ADD and ADHD, but yeah, I can't. I have to. I've tried my hardest to ignore it until I'm done the canvas, the dead section, and then go back and do any I missed. Yep, nope, don't work. It just keeps nagging at me and nagging at me that I missed one. And I've tried to treat it like, oh, I haven't done that color yet. Like, yeah, no, my brain just cannot comprehend or wrap around that one. It's yeah, it's a mind over matter thing, I guess. Oh, come on. All right, this static thing is getting on my nerves. Hey, Maritza, how are you? Oh, let's see. Number two. I'm telling you, static is real though, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we've had crazy weather here the past few days. Um, Icky, dreary, nasty weather. So I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it. Because every time I usually have this issue with static, it seems like it is nasty weather outside. But then again, I don't know. It could just be the static gods do not like me. But it's coming out so cute. So let's go with number here. We'll go with number 5. We'll go ahead and do the 5. But yeah, so let's see what trying to think of what else I can fill you guys in on. I'm working on videos behind the scenes. I'm working on a possible collaboration with another creator. Let's see. Um, I'm doing, my lives are, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless otherwise noted, which that's only if I have other things I have to do. And, there are some obligations I have that I have to reschedule around. Um, let's see. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot going on right now. Um, I don't have any unboxings. I mean, and I've tried getting brand deals. I mean, I've actually tried reaching out to companies, and I just either don't get an answer or they tell me no. Which I kind of would rather, if you're going, tell me no. Just don't leave me hanging, like, without answering back. I mean, that's just, in my eyes, that's just rude. You know, I mean, I can understand you saying no. We're not working. We're not doing, we're not doing product PR packaging. You know, um, I'd rather you tell me no than not tell me anything at all. But I guess you gotta think a lot of these companies are over in China. Um, so they do things a lot differently than we do. But, you know, it is what it is. It is. It really is. It is what it is. So, you can only put out feelers out there, and um, wait to see if you get an answer. Like they say, it's a dog eat dog world. There's a dog eat world out there. I mean, I might try to uh, put feelers out again to some companies. I may just. Where the heck did that? Oh Lord, ants coming around already? You gotta be kidding me! Oh, I hate an ant. I hate an ant. I hate an ant. I hate an ant. Well, that means I need to find. Since I've seen one, I need to find something to put my Lucky Charms in, so they don't get my Lucky Charms. Because God forbid I scream. They eat my Lucky Charms up. I swear to God. Me and ants do not get along. Nope. They can go somewhere and move a daggone rubber tree plant for all I care. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Now, where was I before I got sidetracked with the ant? Oh, yeah, I may redo my uh, letter I send out, PR letter or request, um, and try some of the companies again, um, and see if I get an answer. Um, it's all I can do. It's all I can do. Um, because, like I say, all they can do is either not answer or reject me. Um, you know. So what's the worst they can do? You know. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. You Yeah, I may actually sit and work on that in a little while. Because the way I have my desktop set up now, I can work from my comforts in my own bed. So, um, like I say, I have a new way I've set up. The desk, my StreamYard's view is now, my overhead view, and then um, my main camera is now on my right instead of my left, um, just so I can, just so I figure out kind of a better setup on my desk. Um, so, so I think I have four, about four more colors to go, guys. Um, and then this section will be done. And I'll probably give up for the day, just because my back is actually starting to hurt a little. And see, I missed a number 5, and now I have to go and retrieve a number 5. I don't. It just irks me. I cannot just let it go. I know most people would say let it go, get it at the end. My brain does not work that way. And see, there it goes with the freaking static and them jumping all over the place again. That's driving me insane. I just can't figure out why it's doing that. Piece 21, I can just get those right out of the container because there's only 2 in this whole section. And they are in the Ducky Duck. And it's number 19. Let's go with that. He's a little ducky. He stands out so cute now. Now they got the colors done around him. He stands out so cute. I like the choice that I made of using the pearls and the 66AB, because that makes him really pop off of the canvas. Just like the pearls are making the octopus's eye pop out, I think. We have 3 more colors, y'all. 3 more colors in the section. Each. It's 15. I don't need to take them out of each. I just dip in because there's only 4 H's in this section here. So yeah, actually, or 5 actually. Oh yeah, it's 4. Hold on. So I don't actually need to take them all out. Okay. So now we go to the X. X is 27. So the last one is C, which is number 10. It's the last color in this section. So this will be the last color I'll do for the day. And then I won't be live again until Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I haven't decided who I'm working on yet. Actually, I do have 2 other. I missed 2 others. I missed D and F. So I need 12 and 13. 13 is it? How did I miss those? I don't know. There we go. Okay. So, like I say, I'll be live again on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have not decided which canvas I'm going to do on that live. I may alternate because this past Tuesday I did my work on the cross. So I may alternate and work on the owls if I don't have them done by then, because I may sit down this weekend and work on those as well, some of the canvases. So the owls are working up pretty quickly. which I think I could probably, finish them out in no time. The cross is working up really quickly as well. The cactus flower, I'm filming that for time-lapse videos. So that's for content videos. The let's see. I may just take a break from the lions, the King's Path. I may take a break from that for a little bit, and then start working back on that maybe next month or month after, something like that. I just need to take a breather from all that blue and purple for a while. So I needed something with a lot more color for a while. So that's why I'm looking at these canvases, because they are full of color. And this one's just fun watching him pop out. It is. This one is really fun to watch this little octopus start to come to life. And that's the thing, when you work in your canvases, you actually get to watch them come to life. You watch. I mean, yeah, you know what your image is because you see it on the printed canvas. But as you're working the canvas and putting the drills down, it's like it comes to life. So there we go. There is our little octopus. Section 1 complete. Like I say, I'll probably work some more of him this weekend. Or this week, tomorrow and this weekend. I mean, I have my lives scheduled out. I just don't have what I'm actually working on scheduled in them because it's whichever one I feel like working on that, for that day. So step away here. Bring him up so you can see him a little bit better. So this is our little octopus. And I mean, he's got some sparkle. But I'm happy with how he's coming out. So, that is where I'm going to go ahead and end the live today, guys. Joanna goes live at 5, so she's live in a little over half an hour. So I want to go ahead and get stuff put away so I can get straight to watch her live stream. And I will catch everybody in different lives because tomorrow tonight's Jenny's live. Tomorrow is T-Ma and J-Rob. And then, of course, Saturday is Nick's. So I will catch everybody around the YouTube streets. And if not, I will see you all again Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like they say, as long as the creek don't rise. Till then, bye, y'all.